With y'all. My name is Mason Lemons. You already know that. This is Mondays with Mason. And disclaimer before we start, this is just opinion. Anything I say on here is literally just my opinion. I'm literally thinking as I'm going along, trying to get deep with y'all, trying to start conversation. So by any time, if you feel offended or if you feel like something I said was wrong, it's fine. Comment and dislike whatever, talk to someone about it. This is just to spark conversation, and yeah, that's just about it. Don't think I'm a expert talking about these things. I just like to have conversations with people. Uh, so yeah, today's topic is colorism and how it affects people in their life. That's tough. How I interpret colorism is more like finding attractiveness in a certain shade, opposed to like a different shade of black. I haven't really seen colorism as far as like white people, just like a black people thing. Um, so yeah, so like a common, battle or anything like that would be light skin versus dark skin. Everybody knows that concept. Some people find light skins more attractive. Some people find dark skins more attractive. Um, the light skin thing is more prevalent to like women versus the dark skin is more prevalent to men within the African American community. I'm trying to be politically correct here, but at some point I'm just not gonna be. So yeah, just get used to that. So how colorism basically affects somebody in their life, the ones that like are affected by colorism, it's more just like it affects their self-esteem, self-confidence, and like their own skin, their own color, to the point where they start to feel self-hate or self-remorse because people look at their shade and they're like, oh, you're not as cute as this person because you're a little darker, or a little lighter. Some people prefer dark skin. So there was never really like a time where like it affected me where I like didn't like my own skin as far as like my skin tone or whatever. But for like dark skinned women, I see that that's like a big thing, revolving around like their own lives. And I guess just talking about it with different friends and stuff like that, or more likely just hearing the stories about it, it's kind of like, you know, whoever gets affected by colorism, they're like, oh, so what makes this other shade so much greater than like my own shade, or what makes my shade ugly, or like what do they got to offer that I don't offer? It's not characteristic when it comes to skin tones. Let's throw that out there right now. I hope y'all know that. Anyway, so yeah, they start to feel self hate, and then they also feel hatred for the other skin tone. So like it's just like this path of just like hatred and dislike that builds and grows within the own melanin community. As far as like, pick a side, don't go for it. If you can consciously see that you're picking someone or something because of their skin tone, try your hardest to avoid doing that. There are beautiful women of all shapes, sizes, skin tone, heights, whatever. Kendrick Lamar once said that, well, I don't know the exact quote, but there's a song called Zulu Love or Complexion, and that's a good song to listen to. So, like, this is advice right now. This is a game I want to put you on right now. If somebody that doesn't fit your preferences comes to come talk to you or tries to holler at you, trying to get your information, trying to talk, whatever, if you're gonna reject them, don't say anything about the physical characteristics that, that's the reason why you're not gonna talk to them. Because if you're strictly looking on the physical, then you got to get your priorities straight, one. But because that also hurts them, and then that makes them look at the next person like that, and then that person looks at other people like that, and then it just becomes this chain reaction that we really don't need to have. But as of recently, I've seen a lot of people accepting their own skin. You know, we're slowly starting to uplift ourselves more, uplift each other more within our own communities. You know, say that all the shades are beautiful, all women need love. You know, women movements, whatsoever. I don't really know a whole lot of the movements, but I remember seeing a couple like demonstrations and stuff like that going around. Okay, now we're going to hear a little testimony from Ugano Corey, the person who brought colorism as today's topic.
I'm going to be as brief as I can with this, but when I think about the term colorism, a lot of things are going through my mind. When I think about colorism, I think about the definition penned by Alice Walker in 1982. Discrimination based on one's skin color, typically favoring those with lighter complexion. When I think about colorism, I think about the damage it has done to black women like me. And it's not just in the black community, but just since the experience that I hold, I think about the experience it's done to black women like me, and what it's left of it. When I think about the term colorism, I wonder why that when I see the Hate U Give book illustration, there's a darker girl, but on the movie poster, a lighter woman was casted. When I think of the term colorism, I think of the TED Talk, Confessions of a D Girl, how a woman was labeled a D girl, as in the bottom of the list, not because, you know, of her physical shape, but of her skin color. When I think about colorism, I think about the Proud Family. Although that is my show, okay, colorism takes place, unfortunately, with Penny Proud with her Eurocentric features, the girl that everyone wants, proper, polite. And then I think about her best friend, Dijonay, who happens to be darker skinned, with 8 siblings. You never see her parents, single mom parents, you never see that. You see how she's acting out, tighter clothes, and how, you know, everyone tries to run away from her. When I think about colorism, I think about why aren't we talking about this in our community? Why aren't we addressing colorism? Because, you know, we exist, and we deserve the representation. You know, when I think about colorism, I think about Brown Skin Girl by Beyonce. Now, to some people, it's just a song, but the importance of that song to letting us know, to letting the little girls, the little black and brown girls know and understand that their skin is beautiful, okay? Never trade them for anyone else. That's what I think about when the terms colorism go through my head.
All right, that wraps it up for the first Mondays with Mason. I hope you guys enjoyed this little episode, I guess. Shout out to Uganda for bringing colorism as today's topic. Next week, just going to be another topic. I don't know as of right now. But if you did enjoy today's segment, this will be one of many. Continue to, I guess, bring forth some more topics. And then, yeah, we can just get it going from there. All right. Thanks for stopping by and listening.